Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So we're back to talk about episodes from the season 2 of Star Trek. So at this time we're talking about the 2 episodes, The Apple and the episode, The Doomsday Machine. So let's go ahead and talk about The Apple first. But yeah, today we're talking about The Apple. It is... Well, what actually happened in this episode? Well, inhabitants of Gamma Triangulin 5 worship a god who orders them to kill visitors from the Enterprise. I gotta say, for an episode, this episode's actually kind of interesting. The idea of, well, the monster is, let's just be honest, it's a freaking cave. I mean, I'll be honest, probably when this episode came out, it was probably like, say, whoa, that thing is freaky looking. And honestly, yeah, it's freaky looking, but at the same time, it looks cool. And at the same time, if you like, say, really, that's what you're telling us? That these people are worshipping a cave that looks like a snake, or, no, not a snake, like a gargoyle or something. But I mean, yeah, the inhabitants, they got makeup, they got face painting.
In the eyes of all.
Perhaps they could even be the inhabitants from the volcano planet from the second J.J. Abrams film, at the beginning of that film. The Apple, I'm gonna be honest, this episode has I get one thing they say, the Apple, it almost has, like, say, like a biblical theme going on. Mostly it's because of the Garden of Eden and all that stuff. But that's just how I feel about it. I gotta say, that one thing is going on is, they say some characters are being hit by these seed pellets from plants.
Anguli 6 suddenly turned into a nightmare.
Captain! One of the guys dies, red shirt guy dies. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things on this planet that are pretty dangerous.
That way, I never saw anything like...
But I gotta say, one of the characters I gotta say, okay. Like, they probably knew, like, okay, yeah, we get it. This, this character is kind of almost the Wesley of the Next Generation. Of the original Trek. Mostly just because this character's still young compared to the other characters. And that is Chekhov. Although he's a new character in season 2. He seems like he's still younger, like, say, ideas. But mostly because in this episode he is hanging out, mostly around his girlfriend. So yeah. Apparently, the actor Anton Yelchin. Apparently, this episode he actually really liked. Mostly just because he's mostly his words and phrasing, smacking on his girlfriend in the episode. But I actually kind of think that the visual effects and, like, say, the set designs are pretty cool for this episode. I gotta say, the lighting in this episode,
Let's get out of there!
pretty cheesy, but it's fun. But but one thing they say, Spock goes, like, say, okay, yeah, we blew up your god who's actually like a cave that you sacrifice people into. But freedom's good. You should, like, enjoy your freedom. He gives a little speech at the end. Let's go ahead and talk about the next episode. So, this episode is The Doomsday Machine. In this episode, the Enterprise they interact. They encounter the ship, the USS Constellation, and its commander, who's basically he's trying to destroy a planet destroying robot ship thing that destroyed his crew. Honestly, I think this idea, this like theme idea, is sort of like almost like say the idea of regret, determination, and revenge. I feel like the inspiration for this episode in a way could have been like say Moby Dick, and the fact that Commander Decker, he is going a bit kooky, and the fact certain times he's just saying, "Hey, I'm in charge."
You will lay in an evasive course back to the Constellation.
Aye, sir. Belay that last order, helmsman. We're going to attack.
You will carry out my last order, Mr. Sulu.
I'm in charge. He's trying to tell people "Hey, guys, we got to shoot this thing out of the sky." Mostly because he's just, in my opinion, he's just so full of guilt and the fact of what happened to his crew. So he's just wanting to okay, I need to get this taken care of. I actually kind of think that for an episode of Trek, that's actually a pretty cool idea. But yeah, hopefully this episode's pretty good, honestly. And during all this, Kirk is stuck on the U.S. Constellation along with Mr. Scott. So they're trying to get off the ship, and as well as one thing that happens is Decker, he ends up trying to say, "Yeah, that was bad of me. I'm going to sacrifice myself." So he gets on the ship in a shuttlecraft and lands his ship into the Doomsday Machine. And yeah, it kind of goes, "Oh, I don't like that." Just like the alien from Nope, and then suddenly Mr. Spock and Kirk go, smart idea. So then Kirk basically says, "I'm going to aim the U.S. Constellation into that thing."
Prepare to beam me aboard on my signal. Gentlemen, I suggest you beam me aboard.
And then the machine goes dies, and then they all get off the ship and go on to the next adventure. But what are you gonna? So yeah, actually, I kind of think this episode is actually pretty good. The effects are really good. The ideals of it, the theming, and all that. Everyone gives a great performance in this episode, and especially for William Wyndham as Commander Decker, he does a great job in the fact, his performance also. He is able to command, you're okay, we get it, you're upset. He also gives, my crew was, taken from this monster. So yeah, you also feel anger, sadness, and all these kind of emotions for him, because you realize, he's not a bad guy, he's just trying to, what do I need to do to get what needs to be done happen? But what do you guys think of these two episodes? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. See you later.